Hey, and good evening, beautiful souls. I hope you've had a lovely week and enjoying this gorgeous sunshine that we have here in the Adelaide Hills, or I presume it's all around South Australia. So it has been an amazing day, a busy day at that, but I have enjoyed the sun, and I think I actually got a little bit burnt today. So I can see a lot of you are coming in. So say hi, let me know that you are here in the comments as well. We have Kim here. Hey, Kim. We have the lovely Roz here on YouTube. Hand pink waving. Beautiful. Thanks, Roz. And Michaela is here. Hey, honey. How you going? I will come back to messages very shortly. We have the lovely Kylie here saying good evening. And that comment as she goes on to say, hope you are well, beautiful lady. I'm doing not too bad today, thank you. My eyes, I don't know what I've done to my glasses, but I've made them very blurry trying to clean them tonight. So, hey, mum, how you going? And Creative D is here saying hi to myself and Roz. Hey, Michaela saying hi to Kim. Um, yes, doing well, thank you, honey. Uh, we got a lot going back and forth. Beautiful. And Roz has now jumped over to Facebook. Hey, Roz. Chloe is also here. Hey, Chloe. Hope you're doing well. And we have the lovely Kim commenting back to Roz there as well. All right. So while we get a few more people come in, hopefully the technology is working well. I actually got my hopes up today when I went to get in the car to go to Adelaide. They were running some wires out the front of my house. And I'm seriously hoping that it is extra NBN cables so they can pick the speed of the internet up in that area, because here in Mount Barker the service or the speed is absolutely shocking at the moment. So it has been since we all went through that shutdown a couple of years ago, in that way. So wish you're on Facebook. You on? Rosa, I should be on My Time and Leanne Winston Psychic Medium. That is where I have scheduled it to. Kim Tara is doing reasonably well, thank you, honey. She had some tests done today, as her 3 monthly checkup. So we will know more probably in a week or two, unless something shows up they're concerned about. So thank you, honey. I will let her know you asked. I always like to pass on the messages of people inquiring. So there's a good evening, Roz. Tiffany, Kylie is tagging Tiffany there. Oops, we've got stuff popping up. Hey, have I press? Thank you, Michaela. Much appreciated there as well. All right, guys, lots going on over the next few months. Just a reminder, we now have the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle cards back in stock. So we've just run a new a reprint of them, and we have them in stock. If you want to get a deck, do jump over to innersoulguidance.com.au. Otherwise, I know Deb is going to be at Queen of Wands at Clemsic on Sunday with them, selling them, and I myself and I got that a bit wrong, didn't I? Myself, my mum, and my dad will be at the Murray Bridge Fair next Friday. So this Friday week, on Friday, I think it's 3 to 9 p.m. and then all day Saturday until 9 p.m. And you can get those from our store in the main Traders Hall, which is the basketball courts for those that know that area. So we have that. I will also be from then. Next Friday night, I will also be running a paranormal group or paranormal investigation at Piccadilly Cinema in North Adelaide. If you want to come along to that, I think there is still half a dozen tickets left. So check out wallace.com.au, I think is their website, and just pick Piccadilly and the tickets will come up there on their website. Otherwise, you can go to my website, and go along to Paranormal Investigations and pick Piccadilly in the drop down link, and then that will take you to the ticket bookings as well. So I'm doing that Friday night while Mum and Dad watch my stall in the Murray Bridge show. I'll be there until about 5 and then heading through, and all day Saturday. And then after that, you can find me at the Old Adelaide Jail in the city. I think that's called the city there, or Theberton, it could be, where I will be reading as well there. And then from then, I'm at the Boho Markets in doing readings. I think that's the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of October in the Wavell Showgrounds. So you can check out the details for the Boho dates, just to confirm those dates on their website, sort of thing. But I will be there for the 3 days doing readings as well. And then from then, in November the 4th, we have the SA Psychic and Wellness Expo that I'm running at the Ockandarrock House here in Mount Barker in the beautiful gardens. So come along, bring the family out for a day, check out all the beautiful stalls and the gorgeous area there as well. You never know, you might pick up on spirit as you're moving through the gardens and the building there. So that's the 4th and 5th. And then I'm running a expo at Elizabeth Shopping Centre on the 18th and 19th of November. Hope you guys are writing this all in your calendars. I'm getting my head around it all slowly. So that is Elizabeth Shopping Centre on the 18th and 19th of November, and we will be up in that corner where we were early last year, near Harris Scarfs in that JB Hi-Fi area sort of thing there, for those that know the shopping centre. And then on the 9th and the 10th of December will be my final expo for the year. And it's another one that I'm hosting at Colonnade Shopping Centre. So both Elizabeth and Colonnade Shopping Centres are going to be 2-day events. Mount Barker is only the Saturday, the 1-day event. So that's what I've got going on for the rest of the year. I am heading to Whyalla in mid-October for 4 days, but that won't be a working trip. I have my orders that this is a family break and I'm not allowed to work. So I did try it on, but I didn't get anywhere. So Michaela's saying, yay. I think that's too. Tara doing well. Latinga is here. Hey, honey, how you going? Mum's reminding me about Mount Barker Murray Bridge show. I did say Murray Bridge show, didn't I? 22nd and 23rd. So not this weekend, the following weekend. Hey, Nat. How you going, honey? Rose says, I missed out on the... Oh, really? Oh, being at the Boho Market, silly me was slacking, sending in your form. Oh, honey, just message her and ask her if she gets a cancellation to keep you in mind, because you never know. Somebody may pull out close to the date. So I'm sure she'll keep you in mind anyway. Deb, how you going, hun? I hope you're doing well. Deb, Roz and I are hoping to get to Renmark up in the Riverland sometime soon before Christmas. So we want to get a trip into probably Renmark and Mount Gambier before Christmas, in between all that stuff that I just said. So I'm thinking there's a couple of weekends free. Hi, Dee, face red heart shape. Oh, are you trying to get icons coming up, honey? Because we're just getting the words, as you can see. Creative D, I'm glad this goes on replay to write those dates down. Yeah, that's a very good idea, honey. For people that did miss those dates, do jump back into the replay and write them down. So it's weird. It's like I have tried to... how do I put this? I have tried to balance out my year this year with, having a hard year last year, and then with me having surgery in April, and just took a while to sort of heal and get my energy back, and sort of have spread my work out a little bit, and now all of a sudden it's like all these things are coming left, right, and center, and like being asked to run events and different stuff like that. And then there's also the paranormal stuff, which I love doing as well. So it has all really taken off and filled the end of my year up. I quite often sit there and think, why do I do this to myself? But mind you, I do love a lot of that stuff I'm doing too. So, hey, Tash, mum's, mum, yes, I said the 4th of November. You may have misheard me, or your comments had come up before I actually said it. So, Kim says, sister and I need a holiday to SA to see you and Roz at some stage. Perfect, honey. Once you book it in, let us know and we will make sure we've got time for you guys. I look forward to seeing that. Or seeing you guys. Tash says, was wondering if you can see me buying this house. I got a yes with that, honey. All right, Terry's here. Hey, Terry. Hey, lovely. Can you see about a house for us? Do you see anything with last house we applied for? I still feel the house is coming, hun. So I just get the reference to put yourself in for everything in that sense. And once you're like, if you get approved for something you don't want, you can always say no to it. But I just feel like at the moment it is very much about applying for everything out there. See yourself getting the house, see yourself in the house, like the house that you want. All right. Something I will talk about, and this is probably a good leadway to that right now, is commanding what it is you want. All right. So many of us think we know what we want and we're manifesting it. We really do, on top of part, well, let me say, on part, in line with the manifestation, we really need to have that command with that. All right. So, so many people go, oh, I want to manifest a holiday, but I don't know where I want to go. Or like there's always a but in there, sort of thing, or a changing of the minds type of thing. What we find is when we're manifesting, we need to be dead on. We need to be crystal clear. We need to be so honed in and focused on it. There's no room for doubt. Okay. What I find is, and I'm guilty of it too, and it's something I'm working on as well, is that by making that command, I command this in my life. So many people will then go, but would I get it? It's not going to happen. Like, you question yourself, you bring that doubt in, you then throw that imbalance out, sort of thing, or the energy out of balance. So stay crystal clear on what it is you want. And I'm actually I picked that up off of somebody else I was watching on Facebook last week, I think it was. And when she spoke about it, it made sense. It really resonated with me, to command. And I'm hearing, don't demand it, command it. Because to me, there's two differences between demanding and commanding. All right. So if you command what it is you want and you stay focused and you sit in that energy and you align yourself with that, that's where we're going to have the magic happen in that way. Okay. No, it's not always going to happen straight away. Like, say, I know Cross Lotto hasn't been yet. I command a win tonight on Cross Lotto, a big win on Cross Lotto tonight. Okay. You've got to give things a reasonable time. You've got to align yourself in that energy and stay in that energy. It's not something you can just do at a drop of a hat and go, I'm going to win Lotto tonight, and then expect it to happen. If it does, good on you, if it's that easy for you. But we really do need to sit in that energy and keep putting it out to the universe and owning it like it is, sort of thing. So feel yourself living your best life. Align yourself in that laughter, that fun, that joy. Let the inner child come out and play, and watch how that will help change that balance as well with that. All right. So was it Tash? No, Terry asked about the house. So see that house, command it coming in, command the phone call, with acceptance in that way. All right. No room for doubt or questioning or anything like that. Because when you put it to me as, let me bring the comment back up. Can you see? You're asking me if I can see it happening. I don't see it happening at the moment because you're not owning it, is the reference I get. So by sitting in that energy and like commanding it and really bringing it forward and grabbing onto it is like it's kind of like you're cementing it in, all right? Because you're asking a question. When there's a question, there's room for doubt, there's room for change. Okay. So hopefully that helps you in manifesting as well. Thanks, Tash. Um, comments come up twice there. Ros says yes for Renmark and Mount Gambier at some point before Christmas. Yes. So Rosman, you know what you're doing, which I think is it in a couple of weeks, the 22nd, I think you said. We will revisit that when that's sorted. If you know what I mean. Okay. Ross says, yep, they are UT. Oh, okay. YouTube emotion positions, obviously not working on Facebook. Yeah, so maybe they're coming through on YouTube on your end, but they certainly aren't on this end. That's interesting, huh? Clever little ducky, aren't you? And Nikki says, hi, Leanne. Hey, honey, how you going? Deb says, wow, great, Leanne. I was very excited. Perfect. We might get you to help us spread the word, honey, when we say in a day. We'll certainly, English would help me. We will certainly let you know. Okay. Yes, I am doing readings very shortly, hun. Nikki's just saying hi to Roz. Perfect. Wonderful. If wonder if this one works. I got a crystal ball. Is that what you tried? Okay. So, Roz, you always love pressing the buttons. Roz does. I'm surprised she doesn't have arthritis in her finger. I love it. And that's how, if I, these days, if I get stuck on something, I'll ring Roz and go, Roz, how do you do this on this platform? Because, Roz has played with, just about every platform there is and worked most of them out. So I'm grateful for Roz's button clicking. All right. Kylie says, whoops. Evening, Leanne. Was wondering if you may have anything for me, please, possibly an insight or direction, or what or where my relationship may be heading. Honey, are you looking at doing some study? Because I actually, reading your comment, I wanted to put the books in front of you. I don't feel like I want to focus on paperwork. I actually felt like I was very much more drawn to the need to do the study. All right. Relationship, I keep hearing communications an issue. So to me, it's a feeling it's really important to make that time to sit together and reconnect, but also to communicate as well with that. Okay. So all the best there. Penny, hey, how you going, honey? Kylie, blank message, sorry guys. Being on a computer doesn't seem to have those emojis to use in the comments. Okay. That's interesting. Mum's telling me I said the 5th of November for Mount Barker. It is the 4th of November. Thank you, Secretary. She's on it. I love it. Thanks. You're welcome, Tash. Nikki, can I have a message from a loved one, please? Leanne. I love the elephant there, honey, with that. All right, so let's jump in. We might as well get started. Ross is just saying at Creative D, you know me well. I love it. All right, Nikki. All right. So with you, honey, I've got a male that comes through, and I do feel like I've got a older generation. So I want to say a grandfather figure with you around this. He's giving me the indigestion, but I also feel it is very much related to the heart issues as well. So I want to say grandfather figure, past of heart, lungs, chest, but he shows me having symptoms prior to his passing. So whether it was a heart attack and the symptoms were there and he ignored it, I just get the reference to there was a lot going on in the body. Now, for some reason, I want to acknowledge the male, but I feel like I'm more with the son for you. So, would I be right in saying, honey, you have a son and there's changes going on around your son at the moment, or the need to focus on your son in that way? Because the older gentleman is just making reference to being there to protect and watch over the boy in that way with that. He keeps explaining things with his fingers, so I don't know if you use your hands to explain things a lot or he used to, so I just need to acknowledge that as well. So can I please leave that with you? Look at what's going on with the young boy or like the son at the moment, and he's just showing me he's there to protect him, but things will be okay. So it's not something you need to worry about. I just feel there is slight changes going on around him at the moment. I kind of feel like it's a little bit of frustrating energy in that sense. Okay. All right, Chloe. Hey, lovely. Wondering if Spirit has anything on career for me. Thanks a heap. All right, Hannah. I actually feel like you're wanting to change careers. So whether you're a little bit sick of the way things have been in your career, or wanting to take things to the next level, but I get there is change coming, and I do feel like it is a positive step up in that way as well. So wishing you all the best there. Roz is saying she's using Chrome extensions for emojis now. Okay, cool. So that one obviously works, Roz. And Dee saying, yes, I look at that. I found a smile with using the keyboard. Perfect. I love it. I sit there and play with the phone trying to work them out with messages at times, but I get fed up or bored with it very quickly. Is probably the fed up is probably the better word to use. Okay, hey Colleen, I was wondering if you are able to pick up on my mum Naomi or sister Linda about our current event. Who's the female that died of cancer, honey? All right. I just get the reference to the female stepping in that passed from cancer. And now I feel like I'm not just looking at one place with the body. I feel like I'm actually looking around her body, her torso sort of side of things. She makes me feel that she was very different in her looks, her appearance, from the healthy version to the passing stage in that sense. So to me, I want to say she took on a whole different sort of look in that way with that. Okay, and I also need to acknowledge the timing of the passing because I feel like it was around somebody's birthday or Christmas in that way with that. Okay, current events will slow down. Is the reference I got. So I keep hearing there's the need to be patient. Things will sort themselves out with that. Okay. I kind of feel like there's somebody's ego at play a little bit. So somebody that is pushing what is going on at the moment is coming from the head, the ego, rather than the heart. So just watch that energy. Okay. Hey, Nat. Helps if I click on the button. I would love a car, please, and thank you. If there's time persisting, of course there is, honey. I don't think I've even shuffled yet. I'm hitting the mic. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you guys hear that when I hear that. All right, so the card that came out, honey, for you is the mirror card. So you know how to mirror energy because you've sat through some of my workshops and we've talked about, I'm sure I've talked about this with you, sort of thing in that sense. So look at what's going on at the moment. Mirror the energy back because I get the feeling it's really important not to take it on at the moment as your own, but just send it back with love in that sense. Okay. And I get be patient. So I don't know what you're sort of pushing at the moment, but I get the need to be patient. And the energy surrounds you. It's not yours to absorb. Reflect this energy. Okay, send it back with love. All right. And that's something, guys, also to keep in mind when we are sending it back. We do send it back with love. When you send it back, I used to go sending back tenfold type of thing, and that's the ego that comes into play because it's like that need to control, the need to be, you know, better in the way that it goes back. All right. So I always say these days, send it back with love. You don't need to take it on yourself. Okay. All right. Kim says, funny about manifestation. I've asked for a couple of people for bidding wars on the unit. Seems I now have a few people interested, so I hope they push price up a bit. Laugh out loud. Hear the price that you want, honey. See it. Write it down on a piece of paper because when you're writing it down, you're actually taking it from here and making it a physical thing with that side of it. So, see, I still see an 8 in the price. I'm pretty sure it was you that I spoke to, where I said there'll be an 8 involved. All right. So, all the best. I hope for a very strong bidding war for you and your mum. Okay, Tasha's. I have a job interview tomorrow, so nervous but excited. I feel it's gonna be okay, honey. So, I get the excitement with that as well. So, just breathe, ground yourself, and just think before you speak, so to speak. So, don't rush, don't get too much in your own head. Even if it means wiggling your toes in your shoes type of thing to keep you grounded, but also to bring that energy down out of the head space. You're a rocket, honey. You've got this. I believe in you. Okay. I was gonna say believe in you too. Natinga, will I receive the messages I've been waiting for from him, or am I waiting for another? I was more drawn to another, honey, with that side of it. I don't feel it's gonna go the way you want it to. All right. So wishing you all the best. Roses, it was sorted today. I have more flexibility now. Okay. Oh, okay. More than you were wanting? I think I know what you mean, honey. Diane, okay. There was a plan around that. I get Roz. It was all planned out. Diane, hello, dear Leanne. Card, please, if um I may. All right, beautiful, Diane. How you going, hon? Hope you're doing well. I want to say sending you lots of love and big healing hugs. So if that makes sense to you, honey. Um, the wheat is what's come through. So when the wheat comes up, it's very much about, plant the seed, let it grow, reap the rewards. I actually feel like a lot of the hard work is behind you, honey, and it's now time to reap those rewards. So the card says it's time to plant the seeds for your growth. Sow the seeds with God, I can't even read today. My glasses are so bad. Sow the seeds you wish to reap, and you'll gain from the harvest. All right, messed that one up pretty well, didn't I? I have to laugh because when I'm tired, my eyes go quite blurry. These are my older glasses, and my newer glasses are bifocal, so my screen's too high to actually wear them. And of course, with being in the sun today and whatnot, I've got tired, so my eyes are feeling it. So please do excuse me. Roz says yes to that. Creative D, it's at the left under the chat line. Interesting. um, tried the crystal ball. Beautiful. It worked, Roz. Um, Tash, two Tashes on here tonight. Laugh out loud. You don't see that very often, do you? Two Tashes. You get other names that come up quite a bit. Jesus, thanks, Roz, for that info. Beautiful, Kylie. You are very welcome, honey. Creative says handping. Yeah, it's still not working, so it must be a YouTube not being compatible with Facebook side of it, or the third party even. It could be that too. Deb says, hi, Leanne. See, we've got two Debs tonight as well. Hi, Leanne. Hope all is well. My husband lost his job, but wondering if he will get another before Christmas. Thank you and take care. Sending love. Yes, I do feel like there's going to be something temporary come up that he will do before Christmas and then move into something permanent early next year, is the reference I get. So I get he needs to stay busy, keep his mind occupied too. So I kind of feel he doesn't do sitting still very well. All right. Penny, Leanne, when will my partner propose? I get he likes the idea, honey, but he hasn't actually set a date with that. So I want to say keep pushing. I think he's going to take you by surprise when he does do it. But just at the moment, I don't feel that he has a date or a time frame set in his mind. He just knows he's going to do it. All right. He's a thinker, very much in his own head. Okay. So yes, may I please have a card? I'm going to draw you a card, honey, because it's just a general question. Okay. Oop, that flew out at me. And the card I have pulled for you, honey, is the fish. Okay. This is very much about sitting in that creative energy. So I want to say find a way to express yourself at the moment, move that energy and keep focusing forward, because I also feel I'm drawn to the direction the fish is moving and it's forward in that way. Okay. It says find your inspiration, creative, and growth. So when you sit in that energy, watch how much growth will come through. Okay. Okay. I think I did one for you, honey. Okay, there's a few comments between Rosa and Dee. Using the phone, typing messages. Okay, that's another one. Awesome. Thank you. You are very welcome, Nikki. It is my pleasure. I'm hearing beeps go off here somewhere. Not sure what that was. All right. So just why I remember, look down, we have the lovely Dee. So let's say her in the stream. Bring her up. Let's see if
Hello.
it's the right way. I can hear you, but I don't think others can yet. Oh.
I've got two of me and one of you.
We work that. Okay, there we go. It's funny because I was show you in the stream, and it wasn't until I put solo off that, yeah, I got you on my end. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. Yeah, I'm doing well too. Thank you. I spoke over you. Sorry. There seems to be a bit of a delay with the internet tonight.
Yeah, a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's frustrating me. I want fast internet.
Yeah, supposedly they're doing it, but yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. If it's anything like when they first laid out the NBN, it took, like, the lines went down, but took forever to actually connect it. So it'll be interesting to see. I went out to check the mailbox, and the young lad was across the road dragging the line. I felt like going over and going, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" Oh, Mrs. Mangle, and I thought, no, behave yourself, Leanne. You don't need to know. You will find out in due course.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, mind you, we were told about 7 months ago, 8 months ago that it was coming. So
Yeah, we got told we're getting faster internet sometime, and I'm like, okay.
yeah,
And then we got told we're going to 5G, and we've got the tower right above us.
yeah. So
And
you
I'm
should
like,
get it really strong. Not.
I don't notice any different. Like we're with Optus, and it's pretty good. Everyone complains, and we're like, well, we're fine.
Oh, you're lucky. My work phone is Optus, and I can send messages on it. I can't answer calls because they drop out.
Oh no,
So
ours is pretty good, but yeah, sometimes like I don't know whether it's because I dropped my phone, you can't
yeah.
hear properly on it.
Oh,
But
okay.
apart from that, it's yeah, I get pretty good phone calls. And even going to town, there's one spot that you drop out.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's on the way to town. It's like
It's crazy.
you go around near the boat ramp and it drops out. And I'm like, okay.
Wow. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
How's your week been? I think we chatted last week, didn't we?
I don't know.
I think we chatted and you were talking about your son making was going for an appointment, your grandson going for an appointment to be able to sort of talk about what he's feeling and all that stuff kind
Yeah,
of
it went really, really well. That was the
good.
next day. Must have talked to you. Yeah,
Yeah,
she came out and we're dealing with it and the
perfect.
rejection side and stuff like
That's
that.
right.
So, and it's gonna be an ongoing thing and we're gonna talk about it but the poor kid gets up and goes, "Oh, there's no message." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
I just feel so sorry for him.
Yeah,
It
that's
tears
the
at your
thing.
heartstrings and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Poor
but
boy.
I mean,
Well, he's a
yeah,
young man now, isn't he? What is he?
he's 16.
16? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's 16 and he's 192 centimeters tall.
he's got a tower over you.
And they keep going. He's growing taller. He's
Yeah.
going to get taller, and I'm like, oh.
God.
And all his shirts are coming up to the top of his shorts, and I'm like, you've gotten taller. I'm not gaming up to measure.
Yeah. So
So,
what
yeah.
is it they say boys stop about 18, 19 or something?
Oh, please be
I think it
17 at
is.
least. That's coming up.
Yeah. Start
Oh,
patting him on the head.
oh, if I could reach his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no,
That's
I'm
it.
pretty tall. I'm 172 centimeters, but he towers over me. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
he's going well. We got him off one drug, his sleep drug, onto another one, which has gone well.
Oh,
And
good.
now he wants to come off the risperidone because of the side effects.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah. So have they got something they can replace it with that won't be so
No, they're hoping to take him off it and the new sleep drug to help,
oh, okay.
Intuniv, it's supposed to help anxiety as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're gonna take him off and give him a week or so of nothing,
Yeah.
just to stretch here out and
Get that
see
out of
how it
his
goes to
system.
get the risperidone out of his system.
Yeah, okay. I when you were talking about that, I kind of feel like he's more switched on to himself these days. So to me, it's
Yep,
the feeling he's going to start to notice the change and communicate it rather than go into that
yep.
in heightened state and not understand why he is the way he is. So I'm gonna say watch the maturity around that.
He is very much identifying and
Okay.
very much telling us what he needs. But there are times when, like with the emotional side, he gets all jumbled
Yeah,
and then he starts to panic and then he starts to cry.
that's the brain going too fast
Yeah,
sort
and
of
he just
thing.
can't
So
get it out.
yeah,
And
yeah,
even when we were talking with the psychologist, he basically paced. You could see he was very uncomfortable. He was very emotional,
yeah,
and it was sad.
yeah, yeah.
So
So, I guess through the pacing though, it's also removing some of that energy.
he does it all the time.
Yeah.
If I wanted him to think, I just say to him, "Okay, you've got to write a story. Come on, do your pacing. Tell me what you want me to write." So
Yeah.
he'll do that, and he'll just get it out, and he'll just pace. That's all his way of thinking.
Oh, you got spooks on my computer then. I just got all these weird noises come through. My screen flashed. That
So
was weird.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, well.
I only had a quick question tonight. Do you have
Yes.
anything for me from above tonight?
I'm more drawn to nurturing you at the moment, sort of thing, because my
Yeah,
body feels tight and tense with your energy, sort of thing. So I
yeah,
want to say, just nurture yourself, find a way to, I want to say, go and sit in nature, sort of thing. Take a breath, ground yourself, sort of
yeah.
thing. Somewhere where you can switch off for 5 minutes, just let
Yeah, I was
go of
thinking that
all.
today. My weight's going through the roof, which is no good.
Yeah.
And my back is as tense as anything.
Yeah, cross my shoulder blades is quite painful with
Mm,
your energy sort of thing. So to me,
very much
it's
so.
that feeling of just needing to nurture yourself,
Yeah,
and try to keep that balance in on focusing on you as well as him,
yeah,
sort of thing. Because I just feel over the next 2 to 3 weeks, there's gonna be more stuff that comes up as on that sort of in heightened level, but
yeah.
it is the feeling you're all going to manage it better this time. sort of around with him. So I
Yeah.
just get it's really important to, I want to say, even just shake the energy off at times, even
Yeah.
if it means just sit and have a really good, oh, that feels good just doing that, and
Yeah.
shake to move that energy so you're not holding on to it
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I've got school holidays coming up. Hopefully, the bad stuff will happen then, not during school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
My feeling is things will shift quite quickly,
Mm.
sort of thing. And as much as it feels in home, I don't feel like it's going to be as bad or out of control as what it has been in the past. It's going to be
Yeah.
different. Different in a good way, an improved way.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just showing you that you're heading in the right direction with everything at the moment.
Yep.
Okay, mum's around you too with all that 'cause she's tickling my nose to let me know that she's there.
Yeah, we haven't had our orbs or our visitors lately, so
No.
no, they
Yeah.
haven't been as strong.
Yeah, you will
Mm.
find that there's times where the universal energy, or what they call the veil, is
Yeah.
thinner and they are more present and active, sort of thing, and then they'll go quiet for a while and then they'll come out. "She can leave my nose alone, thank you." Um, then they'll come out sort of again,
Yeah.
sort of thing in that way. So, I'm hoping they're
Okay.
gonna be busy next Friday night because 'cause I've got a paranormal group. So
Come to my house. It's always busy.
yeah, that's it. So, I got a message the other night saying Ockendorek's got lots going on tonight from the owners, and I'm like, "Oh, should I grab my cameras and go up there?" And I went, "No, it's too cold."
Put in security cameras. You get it all the time.
That's it. Well, that's what I was thinking one night as, they're starting to wrap up trade for the night, go up there and stick a few cameras up and just leave them overnight to record,
Yeah.
sort of thing. So I actually did that on the last tour. I left it accidentally in the dining room, and we kept going on, and I left it behind, and I probably would have been 10, 15 minutes later, I realized I hadn't picked up the camera, but when I went back, there's stuff moving around, there's orbs,
Oh
there's
God.
I'm like, there was a reason I left it behind, not realizing at the time though, so which was
I don't know whether I'd freak out. I,
yeah,
I get spooked a lot, but these don't scare me.
yeah, that's
Even
good.
seeing that there were three figures near my window didn't scare me,
Yeah.
and I feel
I think we
calm.
become more at peace with it, sort
Mm.
of thing, so, yeah. They don't
I
scare me,
feel
but
it's for the good.
yeah, but it was so funny 'cause at the Okanagan when I left my camera behind, I said to the staff member, 'cause they were locking up rooms as we went,
Yep.
and I said to her about my camera in there, "We've gotta go and get it." And she goes, "Alright, we'll get it now." I said, "Well, can you grab it? Save 2 of us going in there. You grab it and I'll see people out." And she wouldn't go in there by herself.
No.
She's like, "No, you're coming with me."
Oh.
And she's like, trying she's shaking to get the key in the hole. I
Oh,
love it.
far
So
out.
poor girl.
Yeah, I was the night that we saw the three figures at the window,
Yeah.
my instant was that's my mum, my nana, and my granddad.
I always
And
say
I was
trust
as
those first
calm as
thoughts.
calm.
Yep. I love it. And they
And I
will
was like,
find ways to let you know they're around you.
yeah, I'd just never seen
So
them before. And I thought I put in security cameras because we do have drug dealers in the area where they quite often go walk about and touch things.
yeah.
None of that's happened, but I've had orbs, I've had archangels, and I'm like, okay.
Nice. Perfect. I love it.
Yep.
All
So,
right, honey. Well, good to see you. Just take some time out for you.
yep.
Go and sit out in nature before it gets too hot.
Actually, I started that the other day. I heard the rosellas and the kookaburras, and they all came
Oh,
down, and it was so peaceful.
nice.
Yeah, it was.
Beautiful. So,
Okay, you all have a good night.
all right, you too, honey.
See
Catch you
ya.
later.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, beautiful. Actually, that's something everybody could, I encourage everyone to take time out and go and sit outside, ground yourself. One of the things I get, I think it's in level 2 of my workshops with my development classes. I actually send my students outside to actually expand their hearing so they sit and practice what they can hear naturally, and then they work on pushing their hearing further and further away. So it's quite interesting when you do that and you start hearing what is happening like a block or two away, not actually what's happening right around you in that sense. So it's just training the ear to do that. So that's something you guys can try if you want to. Yes, was pre-planned. Yeah. Sorry, I'll come back to that question, Nikki. Yeah, I had that feeling even the other week, hun, when you were telling me what was sort of going on in that sense. Nikki, I'm hoping my son will get a job soon. This is a frustration. Should ease a bit. Thank you, Leanne. You are welcome, honey. It will ease. Okay, it's all to do with timing around your son, Nikki. Okay. Hey Tracy, will my shoulder get better anytime soon? Yes, honey. I actually feel like I'm not sure if I'm not drawn so much to physio with that. I actually want to look more at a massage technique, which technique I'm not too sure. So I'm going to say try different things. And acupuncture was something else that just came to my mind then with your shoulder, hun. So wishing you all the best and sending you lots of healing. And Tracy and everybody else that deals with pain, as a lot of you know, I live with chronic pain, and I quite often will sit and just clear my mind, meditate, and actually seeing myself going into that area where I've got the pain. So, Tracy, like I'm feeling the shoulder at the moment, obviously, because you've said shoulder pain. Um, See yourself meditating and going into the cells in that shoulder area and making them healthy and happy with that. So, clearing out any clutter in heightened energy, that sort of thing. It is really interesting what the mind can do. All right. So, like I said, just sit, clear your mind, see yourself going within your shoulder and just getting rid of any energetic, heavy energy out of there and leaving the cells feeling very healthy and happy, content sort of feeling. Are you taking painkillers, honey, and it's giving you indigestion? Because I just get the reference to look at the indigestion, but I feel like I've got the medication side that's causing that. All right, so sending you much love and healing as well. Okay, Karen, good evening. Do you see a job offer for me soon? I'm more drawn to October. Pardon me, I gotta let go of Tracy's. I think it's Tracy's indigestion. I'm more drawn to October, November with that side of it, and in late October, early November. All right. Diane, thanks, Leanna. We'll take on board your card message. Thanks. You're very welcome, honey. Nat, thank you. I'm not good at being patient. Nat, how did I know you were going to say that? That's why you and I get along, and we're so much alike in ways. I love it. Kim, thank you. I'm being patient, which isn't my strongest trait in my older age. I love the way we're talking, that's talking about patience, and you follow that up with that, Kim. I love it. Lydia, sorry, honey, if I've said that wrong. You are very welcome. It's my pleasure. Now I think that's a different Diane. Hi Leanne, can you see me getting another job, please? Yes. I actually feel like you need to put yourself out there for things, honey, that you don't feel are quite in your scope, because I actually get it's about pushing boundaries too. And I think you will surprise yourself. All right. So wishing you all the best there. Hey Tonya, how you going, honey? Um what would the time mean to you, honey? Because reading that, I got the clock and the tick, tick, tick sort of thing with that. So I'm not sure what the old clock means to you with that. Okay. I just got pull a card, and the card that came out is the wings. Spread your wings and take flight. There are no limitations. So, what are you holding yourself back on at the moment? Okay. Put that the right way. So much love to you too. All right, Tanya, can I please have a reading? Because you've asked a general thing, honey, I am going to give you a card. Now, guys, it looks like there is somebody there in the comments asking people to DM them. Thomas, bugger off. Get your own crowd. All right. Please, guys, don't reach out to these people. I will block and delete. Roz may even be all over it as I'm bringing this up because I am a bit delayed with the comments. So please, I think, was it last week before I said what I thought about these people, but please don't inbox them or DM them. They are scammers. If they are true readers, they don't have a good ethics when they've got to jump on other people's audiences and approach people that way. They prey on people, and that's usually when they find it very easy to take advantage of people. So I will never go and approach somebody else to do a reading on them. So I would expect other people wouldn't do it on my audience. All right, so and Tina, the wheat card has come out. That's actually interesting. It's the second time tonight that has come out, and it's very much about reaping the rewards. I do want to say just be a little bit patient in what you're doing at the moment. Things aren't moving as quickly as they would like to. That growth is still happening, and when the time is right, you will reap those rewards. All right, honey, just go with the flow at the moment. All right. So wishing you all the best. Catherine, hi, newbie, love a message. Hey, welcome. Don't forget to hit the follow button, honey, wherever you're watching from. I'm going to pull you a card because you've just asked for a general, and I am a bit tired tonight. So cards are easier work. So the card that's come out, honey, for you is the Mountain. Now, I actually feel like you've been I want to say struggling a little bit, trying to push to the top, staying focused, trying to stay focused on what you're doing, but there's also other distractions around you as well at the moment. Know that a lot of the hard work is behind you and things are heading in the right direction. So just push through that little bit of fog, that challenging energy that's sitting in front of you, and you will reap the rewards. Okay. The card says you have a tower of strength, push forward, use wisdom and determination to help reach your desired outcome. All right, so you are nearly there. And I just got drawn to the card on the bottom, which is the dolphins. Have fun in what you're doing as well. Let that playfulness come through at the same time. All right, so thank you. Honey, do you get the tickle to the nose? Because I get the feeling Spirit's trying to get your attention a lot lately. So I'm not getting a message around there. I just I'm getting told to acknowledge that tickle to the nose is Spirit. Okay. So I always say to people, when you get that, or that touching, those things that catch your attention, certainly do trust where your mind goes first. All right. Because that very first connection is Spirit. After that is very much more the monkey mind that comes into play. Okay. Roz, really? Oh, we can always go interstate, honey. I like that. There's a jail, I think, in Victoria, that is also quite big. I'd love to go over and do a tour there as well with that. And I know Tasmania has a lot of energy in places there too. So, Tash says, hey, Leanne, just wondering if you see anyone coming into my life anytime soon. I feel like after taking 2 years of heal from some toxic, I feel like I'm ready to move forward in life. Perfect, honey. I feel that you are too. So just start putting yourself out there. All right. Open your heart up. And I keep getting look forward, don't look back. So don't go back into old ways, old patterns, old habits when it comes to fear. Okay. All right. Perfect. Karen, you are very welcome. Tracy says, thanks, Leanne. I have bursitis and a frozen shoulder. Sending much love to your beautiful family. Thank you, honey, and love to yours too. Yeah, I keep wanting to say to do the healing, like I said. with going in and take the pressure off. So whether it's the bursitis that puts the pressure on, I just get the reference to look at that. All right. My feeling is this warmer weather is certainly going to help with it, like easing things a little bit as well. Catherine says, thank you, lovely message. You are very welcome, honey. It is my pleasure. All right, guys. Well, I think we are out of time. We're on time, I should say. Last few weeks, I have been going over time without realizing. So, just a reminder that if you want to get yourself a deck of cards, you can check out our website, innersoulguidance.com.au. Otherwise, if you're in the Adelaide area, a little bit north, I guess it is, northeast, Deb will be at Clemzik there near the Oval. I can't think what that hall's called, but she will be there on Sunday selling the cards. Like I said, myself and my parents will be at the Murray Bridge Show Friday and Saturday next weekend, so in a week and a bit's time with that. And if you want the rest of the dates, catch the replay near the beginning because there certainly is a lot coming up as well. But I will give you some more dates very shortly. Tracy says, thanks, lovely. I will invest in myself. Oh, good girl. You're welcome, honey. But yeah, it's certainly like Murray Bridge shows coming up in a week and a bit's time. And then another date to put in your diary is the 4th of November here in Mount Barker for the Okendoric house for the fair, the day fair. And then Elizabeth Shopping Centre in November, and December is Colonnade Shopping Centre. All right, beautiful souls, I will leave you with that. Take care. Thank you, Roz. I really appreciate that. And a big shout out to you, honey. And Roz and I will put our heads together very shortly and certainly look at some dates to do Renmark and Mount Gambier. So if you are in those areas and you would like a reading with Roz or I, certainly do reach out to myself for my readings and reach out to Roz through her page for her readings. So, you can click on Roz's name in the comments and that will take you to her page with that. Roz, have you got your link, honey, for your page? I'll just give you a minute to get that so I can put that up if people want to inbox you about booking a reading. Come back to Queensland, please. I would love to come back to Queensland, honey. We were over there in January and oh my God, it was so freaking hot. But yeah, if we can get enough people together, I'm sure, Roz and I can do a trip over, um, or we can organise something anyway. So we can certainly do that. Kim, good luck with the house. Have a good week. I'll let you know. I look forward to hearing about it as well with that. Nikki's saying good night. Beautiful. Gold Coast. Yeah, perfect. We were in Maroochydore, was our final destination last time. Mum says we may need a driver. We need a tour bus. That's what my husband keeps saying. He'll be the chauffeur, the tour bus. Thanks, Roz. There is Roz's link for her page as well. So if you'd like to reach out to Roz, Roz does do lives each morning on her page as well with a card layout. So certainly do check them out. And like I said, if you're wanting to book a reading with Roz, certainly reach out to her. We can certainly make. We can certainly take your details and contact you once we've locked that date in as well. Roz agrees. Let's do a tour bus road trip. Perfect. All right. Who's coming? Thanks, Dash. All right, gorgeous souls. Take care. Nurture yourself. Remember, focus on what it is you're wanting to happen and command it in and align yourself in that energy like it already is happening. Much love and healing to those that need it. And thank you for joining me tonight. And I will see you very soon. Bye for now.